Hey y'all, this might be a long one, so I apologize in advance. Grab you a cup of coffee or a red draw, depending on how your night went last night. Or some of y'all may know it as red beer. I'm not sure. So, first of all, I got this in the mail. Oh, I better not show them. Isn't it cute? So, I know y'all are like, oh, Sunshine, you don't do Christmas. So, I still like getting cards in the mail from y'all. Whether it's Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, whatever the hell it call. I think it's magical. Because, I mean, somebody took their time out of their day to send me a card. And I love it. So, let me see here. Cute. Now remember, I don't read out loud in case it is personal. Let me put these on real quick. Okay, this one's pretty chill. So super cute. Thank you, Miss Molly. I appreciate it. I know you probably get annoyed because people are like, Miss Molly, but anybody that knows me, why are we not focusing? Knows that I always say Mr. and Mrs. That's just the way I am. Look at the cute little Santa. I think y'all are bound and determined to win me over for Christmas. I think that's what it is. There's a secret plot going on, and y'all are fixing to all go to Timeout Island with Sarah. Oh, goodness. I think this next one is the pattern I won. Look at the cute little Santa on that. It's the pattern I won the giveaway. So let's open that up. And then I'll get down to what I'm wanting to talk about. That's such a long thing to talk about. And be sure you might want to take notes because I'll be trying to tell a story. And anybody that knows me knows that me trying to tell a story is going to take hours and 400 different conversations. So, just get prepared now. I'm trying not to rip it because I think that pattern's at the very top. Come on. And my knife works just fine. I'm just trying to be very, very careful. So, yes. Trying to be careful. Y'all, I think my hair is getting longer. What do you think? I think it is. I'm hoping, for me dyeing it more regularly than I usually do, it'll take away that god-awful perm I decided to get a long time ago. Remember that disaster? It looked cute at first, and then it's like, oh my god. Okay. I'm getting there. I told y'all this is going to be a long one. And here it is. It's all Christmas stuff. So, this bad boy is chunky. Must have had him a good breakfast. Yeah, I know my camera doesn't want to focus. Wow, it doesn't even give the count for 14 count. It starts at 28 count. So, I'm pretty sure that this is going to needs to be broke up into tiny little pieces because, yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is just the thingy. Let's see if I can give it up closer. Looks like this is all pattern here. It does look like it can all be separate. So that would be fantastic. Because I need that to be separate. Yeah. But they want you to do it on a full piece. So I may have to look at the fabric calculator and do it that way, or just ignore it being a full piece and just do the ornament side of it. I don't know. This is one of those that's going to take me a little bit to figure out because I don't really know what I'm doing. But y'all should know that from me by now. Okay, I know I'm losing y'all because we're already 5 minutes in and I haven't done a whole lot. So here's, oh, come on. Why do they make these so hard to get back in the box? First I wanted to say about the skylight. Some of y'all have asked a couple of questions about that. And y'all know I'm not very good at explaining things. But the skylight is a roof vent. There's a tiny little crank that opens it up to let the air in or out or whatever the case may be. So putting anything over that is not going to be able to happen because it is a vent. It does the little crank thing, ding, 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 and then opens up, and yeah. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So maybe that'll answer a few questions. Look on Google, RV roof vents, and you'll see that my vent opens, but then it has a cover over that. So, stuff doesn't fall in the house. So putting stuff over that is not going to be able to be possible. Next thing I want to talk about is there's called a quilt pattern called Farmer's Wife. And it is a tiny little paper pieced quilt blocks. I mean, they're small. My tablet's dead, so I would try to show you on there. But anyway, they're paper piece blocks, and there's like a jillion of these blocks. You make up to one big quilt. To me, that was a little bit overwhelming. I was like, okay, I don't see, and plus you got to cut out all those templates and everything like that. The kits alone were well over $100. So I said, okay, that's just going to have to be one quilt in life that I won't be able to do realistically. So I was roaming around on Carolyn Manning Designs, the one that I did, that I'm working on, the Never Ending Granny Square, or Granny Is No Square, the Granny Is No Square. Remember that, folks? The same lady that does this giant pattern. Okay. Well, somebody had talked about some stitch-alongs, the new ones that are coming out and everything. So, of course, I'm going to go over here and look. Y'all, I about peed my britches. I did. She is taking the Farmer's Wife quilt and made it into cross-stitch. So, it's a crochet-along at this time. And it ends on June 1st, 2019. So at this time, I'm going to pass on it because I'm one of those, I don't want to have to wait for stuff. I want to go ahead and get the full pattern. But it features 64 different miniature 24 wide by 24 high quilt blocks to stitch. Full stitches. And it's a cross-stitch interpretation of the Farmer's Wife quilt. Okay? So that is definitely going to be on my list because I really, really want to do the Farmer's Wife, whether it be the quilt or the cross stitch. And I think the cross stitch is going to be the way to go at this time because I'm telling you, the blocks for the Farmer's Wife quilt are really small. So I was like, all right, I'll pass on that for now. And so I kept looking around. Y'all, again, I'm going to have to wear the pen before this website. She did the Farmer's Daughter quilt in cross stitch. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And she's only wanting $7 for the PDF. And I'm thinking about pulling the trigger on that. Because yes. So, and I'm looking over here so I can make sure I have the right information. So, 17. See, these are 16. See, this one says finished discount 171 by the 171. And the farmer's daughter has 16 blocks, finishing at 42 wide by 42 high. So y'all, I'm thinking about doing it, and then having the Office Depot or whatever printed out for me. So, oh my gosh, y'all, there's two right there that I want, that I know I'll never have time to stitch. You know what I'm saying? I've got so many things on my plate that I don't know if I'll ever have time to stitch them. But Carolyn Manning designs are really great in minimal back stitching, which I love. I love that idea. But yeah, she's got some really, really good stuff right now. And I'm like, oh, I need, so that may be a purchase in a little bit. But the Farmer's Wife quilt, I think has two different things. Like, I think there's two different patterns. Because one's, yeah, see, one's a sampler quilt, and the other one is a 1930s sampler quilt. So there's a whole little, there's like a whole different, what am I trying to say, folks? There's different versions. The Farmer's Wife sampler quilt was designed a piece by Lori. It consists of 111 blocks that measure 6 inches. Yeah. I was like, what? So, there's supposed to be like a whole book and stuff that gives you the history of this, but I'm not gonna get something like that because I don't think that's necessary. So, I know this is a boring video. I know it's long. I'm just trying to get the information, and I should have looked at this before I did this, but you know, whatever. So, but it's all done in paper piecing, which is really cool. Where you have the template and you based around it. Yeah. So anyway, folks, that's all I have for you today. Again, Miss Molly, thank you for the card, and I will try to figure out what I'm going to do with this guy and go from there. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. We'll just see what happens. So, anyway, y'all take care. Have a wonderful day. Sorry it was a long video, boring video, but I have a lot of information that I'm trying to get through, and it's hard to explain. Maybe I should have had my tablet with me, but I didn't. So, anyway, I'm going to have some breakfast. Y'all take care. Lots of love.